Happy Friday, all you chipsters out there. It's late. It's been a long day. Just got the Chevy fired up. She's warming up for me. Getting the heated steering wheel all going. Hopefully you all had a good day. But, yeah, I know you can't hardly see me. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Funny story. So we're training the new guy slashing. We're not really training the new guy. He just wants to run it really bad. So he just kind of let him get in there every now and then. Well, he thinks he's up to par to do it while we're chipping. And I said, no. You got to get about 20 times faster. Then you can get in the machine. But because you can't, when the chipper's waiting on wood, you can't have the chipper waiting on wood. Chipper's got to have wood. So you got to be able to slash fast. And the other day, we had a funny situation. He was in it, and the operator that was running the slasher said, "Hey Jordan, some of your firewood's a little short." Jordan says, "Well, that's all that there was there to cut, so that's the length I cut it." And he said, "You got to cut it a certain length, or you don't cut it at all." And, "Oh no, it's fine." I said, "No, you got to have it a certain length because it's got to get hauled in the truck. You can't haul a bunch of short logs on the way back." And let's turn our stuff on. And, "Oh no, it's fine." So today, Friday, Mike showed up on a job and ran slasher. And Mike blew a hose kind of off the bat. And the funny story was, Mike didn't know it. Jordan says, "Hey Mike, let's just say there's a 14-foot piece of firewood on a log, on a tree. Do you cut that off, or do you throw it through the chipper?" What do you think he said? Mike doesn't know the situation. He don't know what happened 2 days ago. Mike says, "Throw it through the chipper." And he's like, And I start laughing, and because Mike don't know what's going on. Didn't know the conversation we had the other day where we told Jordan how to do it. Jordan says, well, you know, if he just had some," and Mike said, "I can't afford to haul that back to the shop unless it's a certain length. It's got to be long. You can't do the short ones. I ain't making no money." And he says, "Well, do it 8 foot." And Mike said, "We're not set up for 8 foot. It's got to be long. As long as you can get it and on a truck. Truck's got to be full of wood. It can't be half full of wood." That was a funny conversation today. So there's a lot of tricks to running different pieces of equipment that just you look at it running it, you don't really understand it. And you got to get it figured out. There's a lot of hidden tricks. There's a lot of unwritten rules. That was one of them that every operator learns. It's got to be long, and if it's not, then you throw it through the chipper. That's just how it is. And there's hundreds of other rules that you have to follow that if you're just driving around in a skidder, you don't necessarily know. So it is what it is, but it was quite comical. It was a funny scenario that we had today. So he thought he was going to pull a fast one, and it didn't work out. He's learning. So quick story, you know, thought you'd enjoy that. The unwritten rules of different equipment. And usually when somebody tells you something that's running the piece of equipment, you're best off just to listen to them. You know, they're not doing it to be mean. Usually, there is scenarios where people do it to be mean. But a lot of people are trying to help you. There is a lot of people that try to slow you down. But anyways, we were just trying to explain it to them because we've had this conversation with all the operators when it comes to firewood. And he thought he had us. He thought he could talk Mike into it, and it was hilarious. I started laughing. It was funny because Mike wasn't. I never told Mike about it or nothing. But Jordan just thought that he would pop the question real quick, and he thought he had Mike, and it was great. So, needless to say, when Tony shows up Monday, if I see him, I'll let him know what happened. You know what I mean? Because he had said, "Don't tell Tony we had this conversation." I said, I'm telling Tony, because Tony's going to laugh hard because we were right and you were wrong. But you thought you could pull a fast one, talk the boss into it, and the boss was like, "Nah, not going to have it. I got to get buckled. I'm on the road now. Thanks for watching. Just keep rolling."